Hi everybody. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to make another video. I think it's been almost a month. And when I last talked to you, I was getting ready to start my new medication, Taxol. And it's administered weekly, so I get it every Friday. And it was supposed to be a lot more mild than the AC. It has been in some ways, but in others it's had just its own symptoms of its own that have knocked me on my butt. And because it's week to week, I don't have as much time to recover in between, so I've been trying to get used to that, and then with trying to fit in work, and then we've been doing home renovations, and it's just been crazy. I haven't really had the time or felt up to making other videos, so sorry about that. But I'm doing okay. My hair has been thinning still quite a bit, but I think it's starting to slow down now. I think the AC, I think it took a while for it to work its way out of my system. I've actually lost a lot of facial hair. I already didn't really have any hair growing on my legs, my underarms. Like, I haven't really had to shave in almost 2 months. That's been amazing. But I didn't really lose much eyebrow hair or eyelash hair throughout the course of the AC. But then when I started Taxol, all of a sudden my eyebrows started falling out and more eyelashes started falling out. So I don't know if some of the AC was still in my system and then mixed with the Taxol or what, but I lost a ton of eyebrow hair. I've had to draw in my eyebrows like every day. And that is annoying because I'm more of a natural makeup kind of person, and it's driving me crazy that I have to do that. But I did today see stubble start to grow in on them, so it is growing back, and I actually had to tweeze some of the areas that I haven't had to tweeze in months. So I do have some facial hair growing back. I am having to shave my legs like every few days because the stubble's coming back quicker. So I think slowly, things are starting to get back to normal as far as that's concerned. I haven't seen any regrowth on my scalp yet, but if it's coming back on my face and the rest of my body, I feel like it's not too far behind. And then it has been, I have heard of people, and the doctor was telling me that some patients have started to grow back hair on Taxol. Even though it still thins, they start to grow it back. So, maybe the thinning on the sides and on the top will start to come in. I did meet with my hairstylist this last week, and she was able to trim it for me a little bit, and it works. It's just much easier to take care of. I have it up in a hat today because I didn't style it or anything. I just wanted to put it up and get it out of my face, but it's really cute. It's like to my collarbone, and she cut some more layers into it so that it took some of the weight off of it. I felt like that was just weighing it down and making the baldness appear a little more apparent, so this gives it just a little more height and volume at the top, but not too much to where it's so drastic that my hair bulbs would be like, oh my gosh, you took off all this hair and now we're gonna freak out and fall out on you. I don't know. Apparently, according to the cold cap guide, I think I mentioned this in one of my earlier videos, that if you did a drastic haircut, your hair bulbs would feel it because they're used to the weight of the hair, and if you take too much off at one time, then it might increase the chance of them falling out. So if that's true, it didn't happen in this case. And also, because it's not long and hanging all over my clothes all the time like it was, I don't feel like it's falling out as much. I feel like my clothes were almost pulling it out as it was laying on there. So I think it's probably best, if you're going to do the cold cap, to go ahead and get your hair cut, maybe around the collarbone or shoulder length. I think it's just an easier process. So that's just my opinion. I know there were some other things. Oh, as far as the Taxol side effects go, the nausea is gone completely. I mean, and that's amazing. That makes you feel like a whole new person. But you still have some fatigue and some weakness, and I have developed a fever each week. So 1 to 3 days each week, I typically have a fever that goes up to about 101, and you feel like a light touch of the flu every week. And it hits me later. You know, the AC hit me right away for 3-4 days. I actually feel okay the next day outside of a little bit of fatigue, and then the second, third, fourth day are my worst days. So it's kind of weird how that all works. It's just not predictable. Don't underestimate it, but I'm getting through it. And I also want to touch base on my last video, which was quite a while ago, but I know I'm still going through this, and I've still got a long way to go, and there are times where I can get discouraged, and I'm a realist, so that can come out in a negative way, and I hope that didn't come across in a negative way for those of you that might be watching and going through it. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I also do want to be honest in how things are going with the cold cap, how things are going with the treatments, and just be upfront about it. And but I'm pushing through, and I actually had my treatment yesterday was my 8th, and I have 8 more to go, so I'm halfway through. And these next 8 will go a lot faster than the last 8 because the schedule is different. They're week to week. So once that's over, I'll be looking at surgery, and then radiation, and then hormone therapy, hormone blockers. So I've still got a long way to go, but I'm just glad that I'm halfway through chemotherapy. I think that's really all I have for you today. I did want to tell you, if you're watching and you're interested in seeing any of the other videos, please subscribe, and you'll get a link to all of them. And I would encourage you to start from the beginning, just to kind of see what it's been like through the whole process with the cold cap, and whether or not that's something you might want to do, or if you have any comments or questions or anything, you can feel free to post to my videos, and we can chat about stuff. So so I hope you guys are doing well, and I will update you soon. I promise. And I'll try and have my hair fixed, and so that you can kind of see what it's doing. I do want to show you what's going on the top and the back, the crown. The top, the crown, and the sides have significant thinning. I can pretty much say that if you have really thick hair to start, the cold cap is definitely an amazing option for you. I had medium thin hair, so I think with as much as I lost, it's much more visible. But all of my sisters have twice as much hair as I do, and I think if they were to have done it, then you probably wouldn't have been able to notice that they really lost any. So I think that plays into it too, the type of hair you had going into it. But all right, I will talk with you guys soon, and take care. Bye.